pre-workout should we use?
Let's fucking go.
No, I'm not leaving.
Let's fucking go.
I don't think you understand. I'm not leaving here till we take a pre-workout.
I'm not saying that. Let's fucking go.
What?
LFG!
You know, silly misunderstandings part 3.
Hello there guys and welcome back to yet another one of us, the review hosts. Hello there guys and welcome back to yet another one of us, the review bros. My name's Aaron.
My name's Craig.
And together we are joined today in harmony and matrimony for this one. Good, show them.
The #1 nutrition's LFG.
Let's see what this packs as we go through the price, the label, the taste and the effects in some sort of order like that, or maybe not. All the usuals coming at you, and if you could please do like, subscribe, drop a comment below. All the stuff that really helps this channel grow. Let's do it. Let's freaking go.
It's Taste the Mixability, Aaron.
It comes in 2 flavours on the website currently, but we somehow managed to have a 3rd flavour here. So there's 2 flavours that are available on the website. Are Pink Starburst and Hawaiian Blue Cocktail. Both sound quite nice. The one we have somehow is
Sour Peach Rings.
which we might have chosen, you know.
Possibly.
Possibly.
The Starburst one sounds good.
It does, doesn't it? But we're going to go through it anyway. And the label's a very strange one, guys, and we'll explain it a bit more in the label section.
And price.
And price, it's a very, very strange label. But we've just, for the sake of transparency here, we've whacked in the 25 grams. You know, we're playing it safe here. We're going for the Stim Junkie dose.
As per the label, so.
Let's see. Mixability, how's yours?
There are some little bits settled at the bottom, we cannot deny that. Subpar mixability, we'll be honest. But
there is a lot in there, 25 grams of product.
Indeedy. So take that as you will.
Let's see.
That's nice. It reminds me of the Berserk Peach Rings.
Mm. Yeah, it's good.
Mm.
Actually, very good. Very
very strong.
apt
tasting.
for the name. It's no negatives, no. It's nice and sweet, not overly sweet.
Not overly sour.
Not overly sour. It's not bitter or it's not got any nastiness on the background.
No.
It
No
tastes like
saltiness.
it. I'd say it tastes exactly as intended.
Mm.
Wouldn't you? And despite the amount they've got a mask in there, I think that's a very good job. 3, 2, 1. 9 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah. The only limiting factor being that mixability, but to be fair, you just swirl it round, and
And
it's
you'll go.
already it's getting better as I'm drinking already. So.
There you go. 9 out of 10. That's taste.
It's price time, and if you want to get hold of this, you're going to head over to the1-nutrition.com, where you'll see this arguable serving tub on there for $40.
Reason it's arguable, as I mentioned in that taste segment, and I will be going on to mention it in the label section, is there is some discrepancies between the values of ingredients versus what the panel around the back of the tub says. So we're going by, we've done the maths, we've done the net weight of the tub, divided by the 25 gram serving that it says maximal on the back for a Stim Junkie serving. So you'll get 21.84 servings per tub. Now we've rounded that up to 22 for the sake of clarity and consistency and ease for you guys watching at home. And I can tell you it actually comes in at $1.81 per serving of that maximum serving. On our consistent pricing scale that stays consistent throughout products from across the entire world, we are looking at a 6 out of 10, which is actually, I think, really well priced considering what you get in there. We've also said, and we don't often say this, that you really probably could get away with 30 servings from this tub if you just did 1 scoop. And you'll see why when we move into the label section. It is very well dosed, even at 1 scoop, let alone doing, you know, the 25 gram serving. So, but for consistency, we always do it on maximum serve. And on today's review, it scores that 6 out of 10.
price better than average. Alright guys, it's that famous label section time.
Let's see what we're actually getting for that costing section. As you guys can see when it pops up on the screen right now, you can see that you probably could get away with that 1 scoop dosage, but we always have and always will go by the maximum serving suggestion on the tub itself. Let's do it.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to run through the column that's the 22.75 grams, 1 1/4 scoop, but bear in mind, like we've already said, 25 grams is the recommended amount for a Stim Junkie scoop. So add on a little tiny bit on top of all the dosages I'm going to say, but if you really want to know, you can do the maths quite easily yourself. So we have vitamin B6, self-explanatory. We've got L-citrulline, 7.5 grams. You're going to get a bit over that, obviously. Which
is a hefty amount of citrulline. Guys, obviously helps shuttle these ingredients around the body, boost nitric oxide levels, help with blood flow and nitric oxide production, thus giving you some nasty pumps. That is above and beyond normal.
Nice. We've got beta-alanine up next. You're going to be getting over 3.2 grams.
Which is very good. It means you're going to get that itchy, tingly feeling as the pre-workout kicks in, and it will help boost endurance down the line in the gym. Good stuff.
L-taurine, you're going to be getting over 2.5 grams.
Which is a huge amount as well, guys, for hydration pumps, and has been shown to have some nootropic mind clarity aid.
You're going to be getting like a gram of DMAE.
Again, focus, concentration, coordination, clarity, all the good stuff that you're going to get in the gym.
You're going to be getting well over 500 caffeine.
Which is a stimulant, guys. 500 caffeine, you know, that is a lot. 5 cups worth of coffee, a huge fistful of energy at you.
Fisting time. you're gonna get coming on 500 milligrams of PEA.
For that focus, concentration, work with the DMAE. Good ingredient, really potent.
You're gonna be getting approximately 350 fucking Areogerensis.
I have to throw that in. We are getting excessive dosages of these ingredients, guys. Obviously, Areogerensis dubbed a DMHA-like because it fires up the central nervous system and gives you that coordination and that clarity and that focus and that in the tunnel zone.
Nice, one of the highest dosages we've seen. And then we've got lion's mane powder coming on 350 milligrams of that as well.
Respectable dose. We've seen that higher. That's probably the only ingredient we really have seen a bit lower on this table. But let's see. So we're again looking for that concentration. We're looking for neuron connectivity. We're looking to fire up the brain. We're looking to get in the zone.
Nice. Then we got octopamine HCl over 125 milligrams.
Potent fat burner. It's going to really metabolise those fat cells for an instantaneous source of huge energy.
Octopus time. Then we got L-theanine at over 90 milligrams.
Which is not a huge amount, guys, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
You are going to need it with this, with the 500 caffeine, because it's going to help with the anti-jitters. It's going to help with the crash. It's going to make it taper off nicely. We'll see how that does.
Smoothing time. Then we got hordenine, about 70 milligrams.
So for the focus, the concentration, the fat burning. And what I mean by that focus and concentration is it boosts some chemicals within the brain for some mood elevation and some highness, euphoric feels.
Nice. So the label's looking pretty freaking crazy is what I'll admit, but there is a bit of a discrepancy I'm going to mention here, Aaron. Glycopump's listed here, but it's not in the label.
That's weird. We're going to have to show some of these photos on the screen for you guys to see. There is my opinion is, and guys, if you're watching right along now, One Nutrition, please comment. We will pin your comment at the top of the comments box, where you can explain to us exactly what's going on with the serving. What should the maximum serving be? Is there glycopump in this label or not?
And neurofactor.
Just let us know. Let us know, One Nutrition. Like I say, we will pin that at the top.
Really weird. Also, one more thing, no digestion aid. Will that hold this juicy label back?
Let's get into the effects. This could be an interesting one.
How weird though.
Yeah, I just noticed that, as you noticed that.
It's not even clumping, so I'd argue it's not in there. They've really fucked that up, haven't they?
Is that Chad?
Christ. What's that?
Is that Chad?
What?
Chad made the time.
Oh yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it?
Fucking hell, it's kicking in strong though.
Yeah, I know. So it fucking should. Sorry. Effects time with LFG, and did it make us fucking go, Aaron?
Well, guys, this is a strong hard to handle product. But we're going to start from the beginning. The beta-alanine / niacin flushing that normally comes in, the itching, the tingling, the red flushing skin, all of those side effects that can come from taking your pre-workout. How does it come in?
It comes in bloody strong within 10-15 minutes. The beta-alanine is like a 9-10 out of 10 on the tingle scale. The energy comes in really hard, just as you'd expect from that 500 odd caffeine.
Yeah, really potent stuff, guys. It hits you like a double-decker bus.
Yeah, take it away, Ernie. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Straight through. This is one of the ones you're definitely going to feel immediately, very, very quickly. That caffeine anhydrous hits, and like I say, it hits like a bus.
And that's just one of many stims in it, really.
Now, what we have said, both of us, is this really needed that inclusion of a digestive aid. It's almost, well, it is too much to digest in one hit. It does sit on the stomach a bit uncomfortably as you're trying to process it. Obviously, it is a hefty scoop. There is a lot to get through. It's almost like taking a meal in.
Yeah,
really is.
A stimmy meal at that.
A stimmy meal. Now you get down the gym, you've got that sense of urgency. The beta-alanine is still kicking in. The energy, the caffeine is all digesting. That 500 is coming in quick, it's coming in hot, and it's coming in fast. And what we've said is that the caffeine would have been better should it have been dropped down to 350. Now what we're not saying is it shouldn't be 500, but we would have liked the inclusion of a slower digestion form of caffeine.
That's right, guys. We'd like it to last a little longer, wouldn't we? Because it comes in fast and hard, like Aaron said, but it doesn't last all too long at that high level. It goes 110 miles an hour, and then it lasts at 110 miles an hour for like half hour, 45 minutes, and then comes down to like 70 miles an hour.
And what we have said is this product is a crasher product. Towards the end of your session, you are starting to hit the low, because obviously the caffeine anhydrous, guys, is digesting. It's used very quickly in your intense training. And with 500 caffeine anhydrous, we did expect a crash. You know, there's only so much that can really prolong. That 90 milligram, roughly, estimated version of L-theanine, I don't think was enough
for what they wanted it to do.
To really blunt down that 500 caffeine. That is the truth. So it is a hard-hitting, but also fast exiting pre-workout for the energy.
I've got a good analogy for you with the theanine caffeine, Jobby. It's like trying to put a suppressor on a SPAS 12 shotgun.
Yeah.
It won't work, will it?
No, there is a lot here. We're talking, what was we talking? 400 urea, as well as a lot of other stuff, guys. And we're not even too sure what is in there with the label.
Yeah,
all we know is that had they have done that decaffeine malate trick that I just said, we could be pushing scores. Now, pumps were good.
Yeah, as you'd expect.
Literally as you would expect. Each and every time we've used this, it's stayed consistent. Pumps have been nasty. They felt like you've almost thrown in a pump addition along the side. I would say the pumps fall in line with the energy, or maybe slightly behind the energy.
And I think the energy actually pushes the pump factor even further, because not only has it got good pump ingredients in it, you know, juicy, but the energy also makes you pump the pumps even more pumpy.
Heart rate is definitely elevated, and what was we expecting any less with 500 plus caffeine and some other bits and pieces? It is a strong ride, guys. So if you want something that you're going to feel, and you want something that hits hard, fast, and exits relatively quickly, then that is a good thing, because there's no negatives to this pre-workout other than that digestive factor I mentioned, where it sits on the stomach, it's a bit too much.
Yeah, and a bit of a cummy down.
But there's a no cold sweat situation. We was able to eat meals each and every time after using this, so it doesn't actually suppress the appetite, despite what I said. No nausea, none of that. No real negatives other than the crash and the digestion issue. Only at the beginning. I will say that digestion issue,
it does go.
It isn't major.
No.
And it does go by the actual time you start training, 30-35 minutes after taking the product.
There's also no absolute illicit off your bonce, off your trolley feels to this, but you do get a definite noticeable level of mild highness and mood elevation. We were
very mild.
Not like the dark energy level.
Very mild. Mild euphoria, mild mood elevation. Now let's talk about the third element that we personally look for in a pre-workout, and that is the focus on the training at hand.
Also very good.
Also very, very good. You know, 400 area and whatever else is in there. I know we're always talking about the reality of the powder, but it does the trick, guys. You definitely are in the zone. You've got this staring look at the dumbbells like...
Yeah, I caught Aaron doing the glazy eye look a couple of times.
You kind of look like a crazy murderer in the gym because you are definitely in there in tunnel vision mode. So let's start from the beginning. Energy, we gave a 9. Focus, we gave a 9. Pumps, we gave a 9. And because of the mixture of negatives with positives and everything combined into this ball of full experience, we give this a 9 out of 10. Like I said,
solid.
If they'd done something with a digestive aid and potentially swapped out 200 milligrams of that caffeine for a decaffeine malate source, we could be pushing some serious scores. Now, I do think it is worth the money. I also want to just add that I did try the 1 scoop and it wasn't too far behind at all. You kind of lose a bit of energy, you kind of lose a bit of pump, you kind of lose a bit of focus, but you also gain less of a crash and less of a digestive issue.
It's
so honestly,
more usable, isn't it?
8 to 8.5, probably 8.5 on a scoop. So bear in mind, 25 grams is the Stim Junkie, and it really does. It's almost, as you said, Craig, put there for that wow factor. 500 caffeine, 400 urea. This is the real deal.
Yeah, so it definitely is not a daily driver on the max serving, and it probably is coming into, I don't know, what would you say, entry-level Stim Junkie?
Yeah, it's a strong one. 3/4 scoop if you're a daily driver person at hand. Scoop is stepping into that Stim Junkie realm. Obviously, guys, 25 grams is in the Stim Junkie at the medium level without the highness and euphoria. If there was something in there for that to push that up, we could be talking some serious Stim Junkie product. But overall, on the full scoop, the full dosage, shall we say, today it scores that 9 out of 10. A very, very good product. Definitely slept on, I think, because we haven't heard of it. Have you? Let us know.
When we looked at it, we were like, oh, it looks like a good daily driver. But when we really looked into it, we were like, shit, this ain't no daily driver. This is a little bit more extreme.
Ain't no daily on that 25 grams, so be warned. 9 out of 10.
At this point, guys, we just want to thank you for checking in for LFG and let us know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Have you used it? Do you want to use it? What do you think of that crazy ass label?
A big thank you to the One Nutrition for sending it on over to us. You know, do appreciate that. We always say it, guys. Stay
Stimmed.
LF fucking go.
Black and white, I'll open up.